So for me, the program at Stanford Vascular has been a lot about sort of innovation and new medical devices, and in the context of being in Silicon Valley and all the sort of hotbed of innovation. And so what I wanted going into PD time was sort of a practical and also theoretical training in medical device creation, but also evaluation. So in order to kick that off, I enrolled in the master's program in epidemiology, which gives you specific training in terms of clinical trial design, management, and also evaluation of devices going forward. But then also I wanted practical experience. So one of my PIs was Dr. Vinita Chandra, and we approached Medtronic to conduct a clinical trial regarding one of their devices, the FlowMet device, which gives you point of care sort of blood flow monitoring. And so we applied for a grant with them, ultimately got it, and so we're conducting a clinical trial evaluating this medical device. And then sort of adjunct to that, I also received an NIH grant to get training for basically my ideas, and one of them was a big part was this project with Medtronic. And then sort of flipping into the digital health space, I also was a postdoc in Dr. Elsie Ross's lab. And we proposed a project to the Department of Surgery, basically creating a iOS app that basically patients download before they have surgery, and the end goal would be to predict post-operative recovery and outcomes. And we obviously ultimately got that as well, but I think we wanted it to be bigger than just vascular, and so we partnered with Dr. Visser and Dr. Kint. And so it's sort of a wide departmental effort. And so we have a wonderful undergrad team, graduate team, because obviously I don't have an engineering background, but I think being a clinical lead on evaluating a digital health device has been very fruitful. Problems that I didn't even know that how to approach and solve have been solved, and it's been a really great learning experience. And I think circling it back to my goal has been pretty instrumental in me fulfilling that dream that I set out with. And then sort of the last prong was I also enrolled in the Biodesign Innovation course for the graduate students. So not as rigorous as the fellowship, but still, you get assigned a task. So ours was post-stroke dysphagia, and we're coming up with a solution to address that. And so I think that's the creation part of medical innovation, but whereas the first two projects I described were concerning evaluating these sort of projects that have already been brought forth. But I think there's sort of a roundabout way, but all under the umbrella of hoping to create new therapies to help people, but also keep in mind that I'm a clinician to evaluate new devices as they come. It's still ongoing, but I think one thing that you don't know about medical devices until you get in there is the amount of bureaucracy and red tape across all institutions. But I think it was a Herculean effort between not just me but all the people who's helped and supported me to get these projects off the ground. And I'm excited that they're over 50% done, and so it may bleed over a little into when I'm back clinically. But I think it was pretty instrumental in learning just what it takes to get things off the ground, which I have a newfound appreciation for. In terms of coming back, honestly, I'm excited because I think some people when they go into their PD time, it's a period of reflection for sure. but honestly, it's strengthened my resolve in being a vascular surgeon because, I love operating, taking care of patients, sort of being in the grind. And, I think as I'm finding out when projects are started, it'll be it won't be easy, but I see the surgeon-scientist balance where you can do both. And I think when you have motivation and drive and you want to do those things, I think you make time. And so I am anxious because I'm going to be a little rusty, I assume, but I'm ready to go back. For me, it comes down to ambition. You can certainly just be all clinical and never think about sort of advancing the field or what the future of vascular surgery is, or things along those lines. But, I think one of the most exciting things about vascular surgery is the rate at which new innovations and devices are introduced. And if you want to be a part of that and sort of guide the future of vascular surgery, you can't do that just, purely operating. And so for me, and a big part of coming to this program was because that's one of the things that excites me about vascular surgery. I love the devices, I love the innovation, I love the rate at which it moves, and I think I saw it as somewhat of my duty as a vascular surgeon to help out and see what the future holds. I would say if you're here at Stanford, the amount of opportunities and collaboration is like mind-blowing. And like the amount of just collaboration that I've had on these projects and people willing to help out is incredible. Because, going in, I had the same feelings. It was like, what am I going to do? How am I going to accomplish this? I have a finite set of skills. Like, I'm going to have to acquire new skills or, recruit skilled people. But I think this is such a unique place that it's like, it's sort of hackneyed, but the world is your oyster here. Like, it's amazing the amount of help and resources and opportunity. And that, even if you don't have some burning passion research idea at the outset, like, you will find something that interests you along the way. And, I think sort of my time is a testament to that because, you have this nebulous idea of, yeah, you like innovation or devices, but then what do you actually do to either A, get experience, or B, move the needle? And so, I think it's a soul-searching time, but ultimately when it all is said and done, I'm very happy with what I've accomplished and what's going to be accomplished out of this work.